Bom dia, good morning everybody. My name is Xiuhtezcatl Tonatiuh. That's my little brother Itzcuauhtli. We're coming at you from Boulder, Colorado. Shout out to all you guys, a part of Earth Guardians Brazil, Levi for setting us up to answer some questions for you guys, all the youth over there in Aguas da Prata. I want to thank you guys for your efforts, for all the awesome stuff we're doing for the planet. It's really an honor to be able to work with kids all the way across the world and be able to support you guys in pursuing your passion and tackling a lot of really big issues. So here we go. We got some questions that we got from you guys that we're going to answer.
Hey, how old were you when you started to sing? Do you want to start?
Sure. I was, I think, 9. I think I was 9 when I started we started performing. We started performing hip hop at different events and different school presentations. We were not good when we started. We were like really little cute kids, and everybody loved our charisma.
Everyone loved us because we were cute.
Yeah.
And little.
But yeah, I've been doing it for pretty seriously for like the last 3 years. We worked on getting our first professionally recorded and mastered album. I said seriously. We've been doing this like legit for the last few years. What about you? How long have you been doing this?
Since I was 7 and now I'm 12. So for like, I can't really do math. I think it was like 5 years. 5 years?
Something like that.
5 years, yeah.
How old were you when you started the Earth Guardian movement?
So my mama, who is holding the camera right now, she started the Earth Guardian, the original Earth Guardians group as a high school in 1992 in Maui, Hawaii. They were doing a lot of really amazing work on the islands, protecting the burning of the sugar cane, getting junk mail out of the post offices, reforesting the island, and
I get being attacked.
And yeah, so then they toured the United States, hit 29 different states, and stayed here in Boulder, which then my older sister Esta kind of did another wave of Earth Guardians, doing a lot of really good work in the high schools. And then I started up the 3rd generation of Earth Guardians in 2009. And I'd say about 2 to 3 years ago is when it became a movement. Social media really caused it to explode because people saw the little things we were doing in our community, and they decided they wanted to do that too. They wanted to model positive solutions. They wanted to model using creative passion to like be able to change things in our world and really empower young people. So yeah, we started up Earth Guardians in about 2009, this wave, and now there's over 100 Earth Guardian crews, hundreds of thousands of youth involved. It's pretty amazing to see how far it's come from a little high school in Maui, Hawaii.
How is your daily life, and what things do you love to do?
Let's do that one.
Okay. Well, my daily life was I don't know. It's summer now, so we're on vacation. But when I was schooling, I would have calls from people around the world and do different things, and then I would go to parkour and do magic, close up and magic. And then now that it's summer, I'm doing a lot of beatboxing and kind of stopped with magic. And I'm trying to renew my membership for parkour, but I hang out with my friends. I jump on our trampoline. I hang out on our roof. It's a life.
Yeah. Yeah, we working on really getting dedicated with our music as well, getting our music scene together. I'm dancing at a local hip hop studio here quite often. I took this last week off, but next week I'm gonna start every day for about 6 hours and more on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So doing a lot of hip hop, training, dancing. But yeah, hanging out with friends. It's summer. It's beautiful outside. Spending a lot of time outside in the water. But yeah, hanging out a lot.
How about the place you live? Is it cool?
Yeah, Boulder's a pretty chill town.
I really wish there were beaches, but that's
well,
not
I mean, you can't have everything. We have the mountains. We have beautiful mountains here. It's pretty hot. It's nice weather.
82 degrees today.
Really cool people. It's like a college town. So I don't know. It's cool though. It's an amazing place to grow up. There's a lot of conscious people. A lot of it's a beautiful place. We're right on the mountains, right next to a lake. So yeah, we have a pretty awesome spot.
Tell us about your eating habits. What do you eat there, and what's your favorite food?
Ooh. Okay. So I usually eat pretty healthy. until the last year in middle school. I still eat pretty healthy. I don't know. I started eating candy more. But my favorite food is it's probably Nutella. I can't lie. Nutella is my favorite thing. We eat a lot of crepes. We eat a lot of eggs and pancakes and.
Well, we eat a lot of everything. We are both vegetarian. Never eaten meat in our lives. My father is from Mexico, so we have a lot of Mexican-influenced food in the house all the time. My mama cooks for us all the time, and yeah, we eat a lot of vegetables, but like, I don't know. But my
kids are kids.
Yeah, it's cool because like in our town, there's a lot of like ethnic food. Surprisingly, like for like the Midwest, there's like a lot of ethnic food. Like we have like a really good Thai place in town, like really good Vietnamese food,
Indian food,
Ethiopian food. It's pretty cool.
Diverse.
Yeah.
How and where do you study? School, home?
I studied at school for half the year, and then I studied at home for half the year because the school was being mean to me.
Explain yourself, son.
Okay, so for those of you who didn't know, I went on a 45-day silent strike. I got pictures from a lot of you, but yeah, and I would come to class, and I would have my whiteboard, and I would be running around, you know, talking to friends, and yeah, I would go into class, and I would raise my hands, and they would just like kind of avoid me, and I don't know.
So now
they were like
to not go to school.
Yeah, they were giving me F's for not participating, even though I was, and yeah, so I decided just like if y'all don't want me here, I'm gonna quit. So that's what I did, and finished the rest of the year homeschooling.
I study at an amazing school called Watershed School. It's all about engaged community learning, making a difference in the world, in a lot of really cool hands-on experiences. We don't do a lot of classwork. We go on field trips every week, talk to professionals, and when we're talking about those fields, we study a bunch of like really big important issues, like the idea of like what is privilege, or like what is, or studying water from source to sea, and how we get our water and how that affects the world around us, how humans are having impact on our ecosystems that we are a part of. So we study a lot of really amazing things. We get to travel a lot with the school, and it's a middle school and high school. It's small, it's like 60 students, but it's a lot of good friends that go there too.
How did the idea to start singing hip hop happen? Sorry.
Ooh, it's a really good question. Can I
Yeah, do it.
All right. So, I think actually, well, you kind of started it, so you should take this.
First generation of Earth Guardians in Maui, they used hip hop performance, music, dance, choreography to really spread their positive message to a lot more people, and it was fun. It was interesting. Other kids got engaged. Other kids got excited about it. It was fun. It was a fun way to engage in protecting the planet and standing up for some really big issues. So that was kind of the inspiration, and we decided. I was a musician as a child, and played keyboard and stuff, but never vocalized anything until I started performing with Earth Guardians, and now we are getting more and more professional, I would say. We got an awesome 1-hour set next in a couple weeks at the Be the Change Festival in Minnesota. It's gonna be like 5,000 people there. It's sold out really, really fast. Beautiful, beautiful park in Minnesota, and we got a really, really great spot on the main stage. But yeah, now it's definitely amazing to see how performance and music can take you pretty far.
Is it cool to be Indigenous? Do you like it?
Being Indigenous is amazing, I guess. I don't know, that's kind of a hard question.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a thing that like you don't like think about like
Very often, yeah.
I don't know, like I mean it definitely growing up in the way that we were raised in the Mexican and Esta culture, there's a lot of influences that make our lives really different than anyone else's. And And I think it's really an amazing privilege to be able to be connected to an ancient way of life that has thrived on this earth for hundreds of years, and to be able to carry on teachings from our ancestors and pass those on and learn our language and learn our dances and learn about our culture and who we are. I think it's pretty special. I think keeping that alive is keeping our cultures and our indigenous ways of life, keeping that alive is one of the most important responsibilities that I think we have.
What do you think about Brazilian people and culture?
It's amazing. We went to Brazil in 2012, I think.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful seeing all the people with, like, I don't know, just everything that they did and their traditions, and it was really amazing, like, learning about the other half of this huge portion of land. I don't know, it was it was cool seeing the way they did things differently than back in the United States.
There's a lot of meat there. It was tough to find something to eat.
Hard.
I think the biggest, one of the most amazing memories that I have being in Brazil is we stayed kind of on the edge of the jungle, like in Rio de Janeiro. But we went to this thing called the Carioca, which was like a sacred site where all the indigenous people were gathering. And then when we heard about it, I don't even know how, but like somehow we heard like karaoke, and like we like thought it was this whole other thing. So like we went, and then like all of a sudden we were like deep in the jungle, and there's all these representatives from different indigenous tribes that were lighting this fire for the Rio Plus 20 United Nations Summit. They were keeping it lit for the whole time, and it was pretty amazing. I got the privilege to speak there, to address the people there, and it was amazing just seeing the vibrant culture and their way of life and how they dressed and how they saw. I mean, the indigenous cultures around the world are disappearing so fast, and to be able to see something so alive and so vibrant and so beautiful like that is going to stay with me forever.
What are your favorite games? Do you like skateboarding, swinging? Do you like to dance?
So I got a skateboard for my birthday, a really nice one. I've used it a couple times.
Yeah, go out with Young.
Yeah, I know. There's this guy named Young.
He's a good friend of ours. He's a good skateboarder.
He's like 20. He's really awesome, and he's gonna teach me how to skateboard. But I do parkour, and my.
Can you explain what parkour is?
Yeah, parkour is like, it's like, I don't know. If you look, you can look it up on YouTube or whatever. But it's like trying to get from one place to another as quick as possible, like with style, I guess. I don't know. It's really
like
really
a
cool.
lot of,
Flipping and jumping and swinging.
Yeah, but like hanging out outside. I dance a lot. Hip hop, popping, locking, breaking, tutting, everything. Yeah, trying to learn a lot while I'm young. So.
What is the meaning of your names?
My
name is Xiuhtezcatl Tonatiuh, and Xiuhtezcatl is turquoise mirror. Tonatiuh is the sun. So.
My name is Itzcuauhtli Tepeyolohtl, and then Itzcuauhtli is obsidian eagle, and Tepeyolohtli is heart of the mountain.
How many songs have you made?
Like all together, including like our very first songs.
Like a lot. I don't know, maybe like 20.
1, 2,
We have 10. We have 10 on our album. Don't even try to count. We have a lot. We're writing more. We're working on more material.
11.
Oh my god.
We have more than 11.
We have like 15.
Are you guys in love with someone?
Are you in love with someone?
You want to answer first?
Way to ruin the video.
Silence your cell phones.
And your children.
And your children.
Why don't you go?
Kitty cat. Okay, so I am not in love currently, but I have had a couple girlfriends.
Oh.
So.
Couple.
5.
I think love is subjective and complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it means if you like somebody.
No.
Like strongly.
No, I have a girlfriend. And yeah.
This is his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Do you love your family the same way you love nature?
Ooh. Like.
My mama is nature.
Ooh, snap. I think there's different, but I think it's a similar connection, like a similar sense of like. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I've actually never heard anything like that. But I think, yeah, there's definitely just a very deep, important connection to the natural world that I guess you could almost compare to someone's connection to their family and their reliance on their family. And
Cool. Yeah.
all right. Thank you all so much for sending us these awesome questions. We were very happy we could participate. I am very hopeful that we answered them to our best extent, despite distractions and small kittens. Yeah. But, cool. Thank you guys so much. I just want to applaud you guys for all the amazing work that you guys have done. Hearing about it on Facebook, seeing all the posts you guys are making. Keep working, keep fighting, keep this movement going. We really have an amazing opportunity on this planet to be a part of this movement, to be a part of this rise of young leaders all over the world. You know, we are changing the world, and it's amazing to see how.
Feel trapped in the concrete jungle, sinking deeper, I'm going under. Machines come loud as thunder, the earth's resources we plunder. And some people turn away, but I raise my voice and say what will be left of my generation at the end of the day. If a tree falls in the forest, does anyone bother to listen? This is the people's darkest hour, we must make the right decision. Extinction or salvation, global deforestation. Are we the ancient guardians of this long lost nation? I wasn't born in the year of the panda, I was born in the year of the concrete block. But we can break these locks and chains. We can break them. We can break these locks and chains. Come on, yeah. I wasn't born in the year of the panda, I was born in the year of the concrete block. We can break these locks and chains. We can break them. We can break these locks and chains. So let's break them. We slash and we burn. What will we ever learn? The forest catches fire, a small part of us will burn. I'm not the Lorax, but I still speak for the trees. The survival of our forest depends on you and me. Look into the eyes of our children, you will see the beauty of the world within them. Cause as I fade into the sunset, the trees will surround me. Climb into the branches and feel life so profoundly.
I burn into this world as a part of the land. When I climb into a tree, I hold a flower in my hand. I'm one with the earth, I'm one with the land.
We hold the future of our earth in all of our hands. I'll stand tall like a tree in the forest that I love. To protect my only home, to protect all that I love.
Don't cut down my tree.
Don't destroy my only home.
Don't cut down my forest.
Leave us alone. Your body is a tree like gardenia. Your heart is the seed and it beats for love. You are the baobab, redwood and pine. You are the future in this present time. Your dreams are the fruits of the flower petals. Music is the season, spring the leaf falls. Feel your roots like a living history. When you breathe, it's because you are a tree. So we say to you an enemy, 1 billion rise for the trees and the seeds. I am life and I am unchoppable. You can't stop us at the unstoppable, yeah. Of our people, we must rise up and fight for our freedom. If I plant one seed, I can grow a whole forest. I can bring back the trees that we all need and cherish. I can feel the pain of the Mother Earth, and I know that when the sun fades away and the lights burn low, I turn my head to the
sky and gaze into the stars. Is this why we're really here? Is this who we really are?
Put down our axes for the future generation. Restore our ancient forests, mass reforestation. Put down our axes for the future generation. Restore our ancient forests, mass reforestation.
I wasn't born in the year of the panda. I was born in the year of the concrete block. We can break these locks and chains. We can break these locks and chains. Yeah, I wasn't born in the year of the panda. I was born in the year of the concrete block. We can break these locks and chains. And we can break these locks and chains.
Da 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 dum da dum da dum.